It was very nice meeting you today. I'm very much looking forward to our journey together. Remember, everything that I'm telling you in these lessons is just from experience. If you listen to it and you complicate it a little bit, it's going to get muddled. But if you just do the lessons for what they're worth and pancake it, what happens is your left hand becomes to just work independently on itself. All of your digits will start to be working independently of each other, but along with cooperative, meaning you could have a chord which is going downwards with one finger and moving upwards with another, and it would feel as if you would be playing the right movements for each one of these depending on where the chord structure moves to. The reason why it's important to do these spider exercises all the way up is because you're getting very familiar with where the positions are. And when you go up the fretboard, as you've noticed, each fretting gets just a little bit smaller tonally, meaning the frets need to be a certain amount of space between each other. What we're doing on our right hand and left hand is writing our brain to be accustomed to doing it second hand, like walking with 2 feet or riding a bike or something, or chewing and being able to breathe. So our first exercise lesson is to take our pick and to place it the other way on the nodal structure, giving us just a little bit of lip here so we can go up and down. You don't want to be too hard. What you want to do is have it rake, which means you're going to have some sort of like definition about how far you are away from this. And the best way to do that is to do a alternating down up exercise. Try up here, going down up, down up, down up, down up, down up, down up, up, down, 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 all the way, and then do it on your 12, and then do it over your sound hole, and then concentrate on just one string, and then concentrate on another, and then you can do skip rounds. So on and so forth. The idea is keep going up and down. You're going to be doing less of this strumming pattern and more of this kind of moving with the wrist. Yeah? And it will become second nature. That in combination with your second lesson. First lesson, second lesson. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. These are going to be your spider exercises that you've already started working on. The idea is to get comfortable going up and down the fretboard as we were just discussing. Once you get to a point where these are going at, like, let's say 90 beats per minute, which is something along the lines of, then move it into a different fingering, like 1, 2, skip 3, and go to 4 and go back to 3. Doing that, move up to the next string, yeah? So on and so forth. All you're doing is strengthening the muscles and making memory. That in combination with the next lesson will show how doing groupings of 1, 2, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1 different interval movements will help speed up the process of putting your fingers down. That in correlation with lesson 4, 5, and 6 will take the chords that you did know and refocus the attention on different fingers so you'll get a little stronger in that department, thusly being able to move those structures up the fretboard, thusly being able to see patterns which are different than the patterns that you've been accustomed to, which is why we might be stuck at a plateau level where we're just like doing the same things and you want to branch out, which is why I'm here. So our third lesson is the C major scale. So if we move all the way up to here using our finger branch, we will see that we need C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then another C octave. All right? What we have are a couple different ways to do it. The first way I would like you to do is hear the open notes. So we have C, D is an open note, E, F, G is an open note, A is a down note, and then we've got A to B, right? That's an open note, and then C. If we go through this whole thing with our spider exercises and we get up to our third finger and we could go, that means that we're using all of our open notes and we're playing those in order. We want to get those up to a point where we could go C, D, E, D, E, F, E, F, G, and do phrasings of 3, and then phrasings of 4, C, D, E, F, E, F, G, A, over and over and over. Once we pancake those and you start doing them at 60 beats per minute, 70 beats per minute, and then eventually 120, you're going to be combining these scales together to move up and down the fretboard, and it just naturally becomes soloing over the top of chords in a set variation of rhythms distinguished by the BPM, beats per minute, the notes within those measures, and then what you're able to attain and hear by learning the modal structures and scale structures. So First exercise, find the C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, starting with the third finger and getting the open notes. Then you move to your second finger and you move up using just the second, third, fourth, and fifth strings. So you have C, D, E, F, G. Concentrate on this seventh note because that's where the attention needs to be made for today's lesson. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. That B is a leading tone or a lending tone. It's going to naturally go sharp and fall right into our resolution, or go back and become a dominant. But we'll get back into how to make a diminished or dominant, or how to make a use the diminished seventh scale degree to make a C major 7 opposed to a C major. Okay, so with that, we've got that scale. Using third finger, going to open notes. Our second finger, starting here, going 3, 5, 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5. Our next scale starts with the first finger opposed to the third or the second finger, and we're going to be going 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, and then 4, 5. Notice how I used my first and second finger here, and now I'm going to do that same scale, but I'm not using my second finger, only for the 4 to 5, that half step at the end. Then I'm going to be doing 3, 5, 7, 3, 5, 7, 4, 5. Those scales practiced every day for 5 minutes in the morning, at night. If you do that for a week, I can guarantee you that your fourth finger here and your third finger will become a lot stronger. Muscle memory, baby. All right. Other than that, we will talk about why in an Ionian mode, which is what we know as being the major scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. It holds the master grail to being able to play, let's say, Phrygian. A different scale for the ear, which is just derived out of the third scale of the C major scale, but omitting the C and the D and starting with the E to give you E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. And when correlation to a chord that has that, if this went to a minor, because I've got that half step, I could use for a Phrygian kind of Egyptian sort of tone in there. We're going to be working through all the scale degrees and showing you what the modes are and how to establish those in your guitar playing. I really enjoyed meeting you. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week. If you have any questions or you need me to answer anything, put it in the comment section and I'll get back to you during the week. Other than that, I'll see you next week. Aloha.